So this is really the perfect time to make this video. I made a reel about giving yourself grace. A lot of people are so caught up in wanting to be the best Warzone player or be one of the best, and you know, we have full-time jobs. So I'm glad I'm making this video now because it's genuine, it's real, it's how I feel right now. Just got off work, it's raining outside. I had to go take the dog out in the rain. I'm hungry, I'm tired. So I think this is gonna be a real straight from the heart type video. Now regarding that reel, you know, I basically said we can't try to keep up with all these pro Warzone streamers. It's their job to play all day and they make a decent amount of money from it. We don't have that time. Like right now, I kind of don't want to play because first of all, I work in IT. So I sit in front of a computer or in front of a computer screen all day anyway. 9+ hours. The last thing I want to do when I come home is sit in front of a screen again for another 4 + 5 hours. Bruh. It's like, man, I'm still pretty decent at Call of Duty. I feel like I could compete with the best of them. And I know a lot of you out there feel that same way, that even though you work 40 to 50 hours a week and you know, you got kids or you got a wife, you got family to take care of, you got chores to do. Even though you do all that, you feel like you can still keep up with the best of the best. You know, on that reel, I had a lot of comments say, yeah, man, I got a 3.7 KD. I'm getting nukes and I'm getting wins. And hey, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. That's a lot. I don't have kids. I just have a wife and a job. And those two things in itself still take a lot of time from me gaming. You know, it's a lot of people out here that's out of touch of reality, mainly streamers. There's nothing against them because I get it. You play video games for a living and you make thousands upon thousands of dollars doing it. So you probably forgot how the average working person feels when they come home, because maybe you haven't had a 9-to-5 in a long time, or maybe you never had it at all. So I'm sure you probably can't understand how it feels to do all that time and then come home and try to be good just to get shit on by the likes of you who've been playing almost 10 to 12 hours a day, and you're calling us trash because we don't put in that time, right? And then when we do have time, we're only limited to playing like 2 hours maybe. Some people can crank out 4+ hours, but it's like, man, it's like you're tired. You gotta eat. If you have a wife, you gotta tend to her. If you have kids, you gotta make sure they're doing what they need to do to like get ready for school and help them with homework and stuff like that. You out here grinding really. And for those people who's trying to be content creators too, it's like you're stepping in a whole new world. I mean, I know people who do all this life stuff and just come home and just play the game without making videos. But if you're a content creator too, or you gotta record videos, you gotta stream, you gotta edit videos, you gotta post videos, you gotta come up with captions and the right music, doing the right things to feed the algorithm, on top of doing all the life stuff that you do on a daily basis. Those are the true strong people. Those are the true strong people, because where's your free time? You really gotta ask yourself these questions. Where is your free time? I know people can say things like, oh yeah, just play on the weekend. The weekend is where I have to do all the outside chores. Like I need to go to the store and get groceries. I probably need to go to the mall and get some new pants for work. I probably have friends that can only hang out on the weekends, so I'm spending my time hanging out with them. Your significant other may want to go on dates and stuff. I hope you guys are not neglecting your significant other for the game. I hope not. You got to do all these things on the weekends. And you know, for those of you who are religious, got to go to church on Sundays, things of that nature. For you to still be good at the game is an amazing accomplishment. And we really gotta, you know, pat ourselves on the back. We really gotta pat ourselves on the back. A lot of people don't understand the struggle that we go through. You know, we're trying to, you see how the world is. The world is in shambles right now. And we're still trying to find time to enjoy ourselves and unplug while we're going through this life stuff. things are stressful. Inflation is high. We really got to work very hard to make ends meet. And I don't think a lot of people can understand that. Those who don't play video games, a lot of people don't understand that. They want us to just work, do things, get up, do it again. We need some recreational time for ourselves. In regards to like Call of Duty and stuff, I don't have time to keep up with the meta and keep up with freaking advantages to win over my opponent. I don't have that time because stuff changes all the time. You know how Call of Duty is. You play with a gun for a day or two, then the third day, now your gun feels weak and you're shooting marshmallows. And it's because they did a nerf or they did a secret nerf to your guns. And now you got to find out what's the new gun. So you're scrambling to TikTok and YouTube, trying to go on these content creators channels to figure out which gun is the strongest or which gun has zero recoil or fast movement, fast TTK. It's like over time that gets stale, man. It's like I get tired of doing that. But content creators who do this for a living, it's their job to keep up with that stuff, to feed us working class citizens that type of content so we can keep playing at a high level. So we got to realize that is their job to do that. It's not necessarily our job. Remember, we're playing for fun. I mean, there's a lot of people who might be playing for money. There's a lot of people that might be playing for content, but probably a good, I want to say 70%, maybe 65 to 70% of us are just playing for fun and not for transactional purposes. But a lot of people say there's not like really a skill gap in Call of Duty. It is because of 9 to 5 people. They don't have time to play and get better. People know all these call outs. They know the strongest guns. They know how to do the jumps and secret hiding spots on Rebirth Island. And the 9 to 5 people, they don't have time to keep up with that. People really gotta understand. I don't know how much more clear I can make it. It's only 24 hours a day, and most people sleep for 8 of them and work for 8 of them. That means you got 8 hours left. Come home and try to wind down and cook and do chores. That's probably 2 to 3 hours. So now you got like 2 to 3 hours to play. What if something comes up? You have to go somewhere, or maybe your significant other want to watch a movie or something. Or maybe you want to watch a movie. Maybe you don't want to play the game. So now you miss out on the day to get better. It's life. The sooner we accept that, the more we can enjoy playing competitive video games. Playing competitive video games is part of the problem. If we were playing like single player games, we're just chilling. We can play for like an hour, maybe 30 minutes to get some grinded in on like a single player game or a story driven game. It's like the way games are going these days in the competitive scene is like, man, if you're not first, you're last. If you're not keeping up with this stuff, you're going to be behind. I really do hate that it's like that nowadays, because man, it's like, I think everybody who plays video games, they realize that they can probably make money off of it. And that means now they want to be a content creator and try to achieve that money, trying to do all that. And we're actually, the content creators, they're working to try to make this their daily job instead of working a 9 to 5 too. At least most of us are. I know a lot of us are just doing it as a hobby, but most of us are trying to get those views. We're trying to get money. We're trying to get sponsored. So it's a lot that go into that. And if you're a Call of Duty content creator, you got to either be good or you got to be very entertaining. One or the two. You can't be in between, but it's usually either one or the two. Or if you're lucky, you could be the combination of both, entertaining and very good at the game. That's a rare person right there. But no, I really just wanted to expand upon that reel I made about giving yourself grace as a gamer. It doesn't have to pertain to Call of Duty, being Apex player or Fortnite player, Rainbow Six, Overwatch, anybody who plays the game competitively. You gotta give yourself grace if you don't do this for a living. You're just doing it in your spare time. Remember to breathe, take breaks, all that type of stuff. Don't get mad that the top players are hitting all these insane clips, but you can't. They play this all the time, bro. Remember that. Remember, get that in your brain. Once you realize that, the easier things be. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those noties on. Thank you for the love that you guys showed in my last video. I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me, especially it was my first ever rant type video. So it really gave me the confidence to keep going, you know. Thank you. Have a great day.